I'll put auxiliary 1 on, and I'm gonna go through all these wires down here, and I'm gonna see which one comes on. And we're gonna prove that one of the auxiliaries is wired up. Hopefully y'all can see.
I'm just ballin', flossing, rolling through my neighborhood, ballin', flossing, rolling through my neighborhood, ballin', flossing, rolling through my neighborhood.
What's the other joint? What was the other joint we're looking at?
Okay, my will presidential, 10 presidential, money presidential, bitches presidential, everything black, so you know I'm presidential.
He gonna hook up in the front center, and he gonna pull at an angle that way.
Riding through the hood with my top down, she know I like it better with my top down. Niggas hating on me cause I'm hot now. No surprise, I know why I'm getting money, yeah. It's a lovely day, so I'ma ride the city. Cup full of something to slow down my senses. These designer shoes cost a nice penny. That's $750. We talk Pacifics, that Rolls Gold compliment.
Okay, today what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some LEDs installed in our Chevy 2500 HD. So, see y'all what I did so far. Basically, I got a fish. You get a hanger, but I got a fishing tool. Basically, this is a Klein Tools. We call it a fish. I don't know the official word. It might be fish tape, whatever. And I went, see right here, you could lift up the rug, the mat, and I snaked it all the way through the front. Right there, and I pulled it out. And that's the front right now. So what I'm gonna do now, let's see, you gotta come in through the mat. What I'm gonna do now is my little LED, my basic LEDs. You see it's a little box. This is a $10 Amazon LED. This is the color one you can change the colors on. They're RBG, red, green, blue, red, blue, green, whatever. And I'm gonna get the 2 longer ones because those are the ones I want to run to the back. And I'm gonna make sure the longer ones are the ones that I actually snake to the back. Make sure I get this untangled. But yeah, put them down and just gonna put them together. Put a little tape around the hook, and I'm actually gonna pull them not from the front. I'm gonna hook them right here. You know what? I'm not even gonna tape them, so I'm just gonna hook them, and I'm just gonna pull them backwards through, and then once I get them to the edge, I'm not gonna yank them right out. I'm gonna take my time and feed them out. So let me just see if I can prop my phone up, because sometimes I can't do that. It's hard. Let's see if I can get y'all in this position so y'all can see something. This may not work, guys. This may not. All right. Anyway, you know what? I got an idea. Got an idea. Got an idea. You can see something. There we go. You're gonna try to see me working. All right. Got some camera angle right there. I like that. All right. So we'll get that, and I just hook it around just like so. Hook it around just like so. Let me get y'all a little light. Got a light right here. All right. We got a light, baby. Shake it, baby. All right. So I got them hooked around there, and I want to put this back in here. I'm gonna feed it through. Make sure it's hooked through good. And I'm gonna start pulling back slow. As I push this in here, I don't want this to pull them in, because I don't want to yank these LEDs out, the wire out the LED socket. I want to push them in and guide them in slow, and make sure the little resistance the little I pull, I want to see it going back with no force. Now I'm gonna pull up on the rug and assist, and make sure I can feed the wire. There we go. There go the wires. And it came right through. I'm picking up on the rug as well a little bit, just an assist to make sure I don't have any resistance. All right, so I pulled the LEDs through. They came through the bottom, just like so. And now I'm just gonna feed myself the slack through to feed the slack through to make sure that I get all the slack I need for that module. Now, I'm just gonna pull all the way up to that box, like right there. Now keep in mind I have an adapter from here that can go, so this side plugs into the adapter, and this is the USB that plugs into the cigarette lighter. I'm gonna cut this off and I'm gonna hardwire this. My plan, gotta see how these things work, but my plan is to hardwire this to auxiliary 1. And that'll be my source to turn my LEDs on. Have 5 auxiliaries right there, so I'll just wire my source directly into there. And that's my plan. So now, just I got those pulled through. I'm gonna finish feeding them under the seats to the back left and right seat, so I can see exactly where I'm gonna put them under the seats to shine, to give the back lighting to the back. So let me figure this out right. Okay, for LED number 1, I'm gonna show you how I mounted it, and I'm gonna make you follow the camera to see how I got in the car, so you can see the orientation I'm in. I'm in under here, and then I'm gonna turn and look up, and you see that was a little, this is the OBD2 port. There was a little bracket right here with a hole in it. I just threw a tie wrap through there, and I caught the end of the LED. Then I just let it string over this cable, over that cable, and it's not tied to nothing else. But on the other end, the wire, let me get it on camera, where am I at? Yeah, the wire, where's my hand? Yeah, okay, the wire from that came out of this, the wire, I just tie wrapped it. I'm more focused. I tie wrapped it to the cable harness, and that's the other end of it, and it's just hanging. And then the bracket's just sitting on top of this cable, so there's no slack. I make sure I tie it good on the end, so it's not gonna move, it's not gonna come down, and this side is definitely secure. This LED is good. I don't even use the sticky stuff, so. LED number 1, driver side. LED number 2 is gonna be the passenger side. Passenger side floorboard. Get in here, look up. You see the bottom of the glove compartment right here? Right behind it, there's a metal board right here. Little metal board right there. I want to slap that LED right on here using the adhesion. So they got some adhesion promoter that comes in there. I use denatured alcohol because I got a lot of it, and that's what I use it for all the time, for good cleaning. So I'm just gonna wipe that off, as I already did. Give it about 5 seconds to dry, and I'm about to slap it on right up under here. Okay. Just like I said, slapped it right on about a minute later, and I also threw a tie wrap right there in that ring, and I put the wire through the top side. I made it come over the top side of the tie wrap. Now I got this slack hanging, pretty easy to deal with. Just come around this corner right here, string around the back, bring it over, up, and all the way to the other side. Boom, like so. Tuck it all the way across. Now you got your wire going that direction. This one, clean install, LED sitting good, and let's work all the way to the back. And now I'm sitting in the back seat, and remember I brought these 2 LEDs up off that corner down there from the front, right? What I'm gonna do now is make sure they're untwisted. Trying to undo this with one hand. All right, make sure they're untwisted. I'm gonna take one of them, and I'm gonna swing it around this way, put it over there, and the other one, bring it around here. Now make sure the wire goes around that seat belt this way. You don't want that wire to go in front of the seat belt after you do all of this. And so make sure it's tucked down in that crack, and also down unhindered all the way to the bottom. It hits the floorboard. Same with this side. Make sure you go around the seatbelt and around the floorboard. And I'm also gonna go up front, and I'm gonna make sure those two wires come from the front corner and they're going under this, under that hump right there to the back. I'm gonna try to string this one at an angle, a diagonal right there, to make a little more compensate a little bit more with that slack and get a little more out of it. Probably won't need to, but remember, even though I'm actually pretty good, but these seats gonna be able to slide up and back. So I don't want to have too little slack to where I slide the seat back and I'll pop the wire on one. So you want to get all the slack you need. Keep in mind, these are little $10 LED strips, and they're gonna do an amazing job for what I need them for, what I need them to do. But still want to try to preserve them and make sure they get the test of time out of them, you know. So anyway, let's pick back up after I get them the mounting areas. Y'all gonna actually love this. Now this is a choice. Y'all don't have to do it the way I did it, but however, this is a solution that I found best for me, and it's easy to do. So considering that these LEDs, I might take them out in the future. I only got one of them stuck down. Just think about that. I can take all of these out and have all the sticky backs on all of them. Cause watch this. So make sure you do this on both sides though. See how we brought them down the side of the seat? Don't bring them across the back of the bracket, because that seat will slide back and snip this wire. Go here and drop them down the inside of the bracket and catch them from the bottom of the seat. You see it? Now your wires are free and clear of the seat. Got some paper down here too. This is, oh, look at that. This is the truck assembly line gate pass for the vehicle that I have. How about that? Brand new 2023. All right, anyway, this is under here, but watch this. This is how we gonna get the last two. I already did this on the other seat, but look under here. See how the seat has the material, that those Velcro pieces right there for holding the seat down? Boop. Right behind them. They're in. But watch this. I'm gonna push them all the way to the front, and it kind of locks on the bottom side. It's real strong right there. And look at that. They're in. They're in. That easy. LEDs are in. No hard install. Look, I'm gonna slide over a little bit and push it back. But no hard install. I mean, that's easy. So now, all I'm gonna do is look at my wire, and I'm gonna probably put a loop. Let me slide the seat all the way back first and see what my slack looks like, because I might have to touch the wire on this side. On this side, see how much slack we got. Whoo, look at that bad boy right there. Anyway, seat all the way back, and look, I got a little bit of loop, tad bit of loop. You know what? I'm just gonna probably put a tie wrap up here somewhere. Find somewhere to just kind of tie wrap that little slack to keep it up under the seat. And that's really it with that one. Now let's go to the other side and do the same thing. All right. We're gonna look over here. See how they look down there? Got a lot more slack on this side, so I'm definitely gonna have to tie it up over here. So slide this seat all the way back into the intended position, and my slack needs to be pinned up. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw a tie wrap on and tie it to the top of the seat somewhere. Let me use this camera to look up top. Oh, look at them white clips. I'm gonna tie them right. A tie wrap right through them little holes on the white clips. Look at that. Yep. Boom. That's all I'm gonna do. Tie wrap it right to them through them holes on the white clips, and it'll be tie wrapped up and out the way. And your LEDs are set in and installed. next we'll be back with the hard wiring setup. So about to come back and we're gonna see how to set this up, this hard wiring up to auxiliaries. All we can do is just press the button and go. Okay, before we go ahead and do the hard wiring, let's do a bump test to make sure the LEDs came out okay, as far as nothing, no wires got pulled while we were doing the installation, because we hate to go through 100% of the install and we gotta take them back out because a problem happened, right? So I just plugged the USB in right to the USB thing, and look what we got. And getting in the car, you can't even see the LEDs. And same with the front. LEDs are looking great. Beautiful light, ambient light hitting. You don't see it. You don't see the lights. You just see it hitting the ground. That's beautiful. So let's go ahead and do some wire management and get these two little pieces of wire out so we don't see them at all. And let's utilize these auxiliaries. Okay, so step one, get our USB. I mean, you could unplug it from our box down here. We don't need it in right now. But it's our USB right here, and we're gonna cut this off. Now, this is a cutting rule. This is a rule for cutting wires. For those who cut wires, and you're not used to cutting wires your first time doing it. Anytime you cut something, right, you're disconnecting something, right? You got copper wire in here. I'm comfortable doing it. A lot of people are uncomfortable doing this. When you cut a wire, always leave a way out. And what do I mean a way out? I mean, if you cut the wire, where's my cutters? Hold on. If you cut the wire, you want to make sure that you can put it back together if you need to. So I got them. Here you go. So when you cut this wire, don't cut the wire here 1 inch back or 2 inches back. We got this much slack down here. We got plenty enough to get where we going. At least have just enough slack to where you can strip this side back and put this side back to this side if case something happened. So, and never cut a wire that's plugged in on a power source. Those two things you need to remember, because if you're plugged in and you cut this wire, you're gonna blow whatever fuse this USB was connected to. It's gone. So boom, that's cut. If we want to put this USB back together and change our mind, I can strip this back, pull those wires out of there, and put this back together. Now I got a pair of professional wire strippers right here, which work very good, and just basically put them in here, and it strips the wire very easy. Now, if you don't got these, you gotta use something like these, and you gotta do a nice little pinch and make sure you can do more pulling than pinching, and just try your best to pull them off. And you might look at it. See, I messed up. You pinch down and you pull off. I pulled all the black off the other side. Doesn't matter, that's the ground side anyway, so it's going to a grounded source. But still, I gotta pull some more back. So it's better to have some professional strippers like these. It makes it a lot easier. I gotta strip back a lot of this anyway. Strip back a good little bit of it. There we go. I'll put that to a grounded source, like a screw or something under there, and then this will go to my actual source to feed it. I don't think I got a stripper small enough for this one, for that side. Nope. I'm gonna have to manually strip that. Be very careful. Cause there we go. You don't want to be cutting all your bristles off, making your wire gauge go down. That's another big common thing. So we got these wires stripped out now. Now under here, how this should work. You got these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1 through 4 is right up under the dash. 5 is, if I'm not mistaken, it's on the brake light. I mean, the brake light up here is under that cover outside the truck. Like, let me see, like up there. I think it's under this cover. Now that's what I read. I'm not gonna confirm that, and I'm not using that right now. If this video was about the 5th wire, it would be that in that depth. But For the 4 wires that are under here, you can see right there. There you go. Right above that, you can see they're up there. They're taped off already. They're right connected to this kit. Because the kit, the fuses for the kit is actually right here in the front. It's this box. That's all the kit right here. It's the auxiliary kit. So we're gonna connect that to there. And I don't know which one is gonna be auxiliary one. That's gonna be trial and error. So, cause I want one. I might end up getting some more. I'm not sure what else I'm gonna use, but regardless, I don't really care. It's not that important. I'm gonna connect it to one, whatever one come on out of 1 through 4. That's gonna be my LED lights for the floor. So let's go ahead and get this up. Okay, so I went ahead and untaped them. They're just taped around the rest of the harness, and I pulled them down and look. 1, 2, 3, 4 wires. 4 wires. These are my 4 wires right here. These are my auxiliaries. These are my first 4 auxiliary switches. So now that I got them down here, I'm just going to pull a tape off for all 4 of them. And I'm just going to touch this. I'm going to make sure I connect my ground first, which means connect my black on this connector. Look at that. Connect this black wire to a grounded source, which is just the frame of the vehicle, which means like we're in the kick panel right now. You're probably going to find one right around here, under here. Find kick panel. It's always the first place I get a grounded source whenever I'm doing things like car audio or something. All this plastic out. Look, I'm not scared to take a car apart, y'all. So all this out. Anyway, all right. So see what we got here. Look, we got a ground right here. Boom. You always find grounds in your kick panel. That's pretty commonplace for grounds. That's a grounded source right there. So that's straight to the frame of the vehicle already. So getting a black right here, whether it takes me stripping this wire back further if I got enough slack, or just putting another piece of wire connected to it just to get a source connected to this to ground. I'm gonna unloosen that up, put the wire behind there and tighten it back down, and boom, that's done. So that's there. And then the red wire, we're gonna test the red wire out with these 4 wires right here and see which one comes on with aux 1. So let me get this. So I went ahead and untaped them. They're just taped around the rest of the harness, and I pulled them down and look. 1, 2, 3, 4 wires. 4 wires. These are my 4 wires right here. These are my auxiliaries. These are my first 4 auxiliary switches. So now that I got them down here, I'm just going to pull a tape off for all 4 of them. And I'm just going to touch this. I'm going to make sure I connect my ground first, which means connect my black on this connector. Look at that. Connect this black wire to a grounded source, which is just the frame of the vehicle, which means like we're in the kick panel right now. You're probably going to find one right around here, under here. Find kick panel. It's always the first place I get a grounded source whenever I'm doing things like car audio or something. All this plastic out. Look, I'm not scared to take a car apart, y'all. So all this out. Anyway, all right. So see what we got here. Look, we got a ground right here. Boom. You always find grounds in your kick panel. That's pretty commonplace for grounds. That's a grounded source right there. So that's straight to the frame of the vehicle already. So getting a black right here, whether it takes me stripping this wire back further if I got enough slack, or just putting another piece of wire connected to it just to get a source connected to this to ground. I'm gonna unloosen that up, put the wire behind there and tighten it back down, and boom, that's done. So that's there. And then the red wire, we're gonna test the red wire out with these 4 wires right here and see which one comes on with aux 1. So let me get, so my black wire, I stripped back out of there. I actually stripped this thing in the midpoint and pulled the black wire out of the remaining part. So that's just the red wires going through, and the black wire is going straight here, right to the left of the gas pedal. I drilled the tap screw right here, and I'm gonna tie this wire up and around away from this pedal, so it won't even be near there. But that's my ground. I just drilled a trap screw right there rather than bringing it all the way around because the length of the wire. This is a metal plate, and it's hollow behind here, so I know what's behind this wall, because you don't want to just drill a hole into any metal surface, because you don't know what you're drilling into. And this is a little 1/4" tap screw, so this is a short one. It's not 4 at all, and I have about 1.5 inches of space behind here, almost 2 inches. So that's definitely clear, and we good with the ground. So before I do any wire management, I'll put auxiliary 1 on, and I'm going to go through all these wires down here, and I'm going to see which one comes on. And we're going to prove that one of the auxiliaries is wired up. Hopefully y'all can see. But I can't. You know what? Use the front camera for this. Alright. So we'll try the blue first. Oh, blue come. That's the first one. Watch this. Let's try another one. Nope. That one don't work. That one don't work. That one don't work. So the first one I tried, the blue, that's the auxiliary. So let me turn auxiliary 1 off to prove that the blue goes away. Now I'm gonna hit it up. Nothing comes on. So blue is auxiliary 1. Now since we're here, this is good for the educational for the video. We'll figure out what these wire colors are for everybody, so y'all know what wire color is what auxiliary. In case you plan on doing something with your auxiliaries, you might hook up something you want auxiliary 3 right now, but you ain't got nothing. You don't want nothing in 1 and 2 because you know you want number 1 to be your fog lights, so your rock lights or whatever. So we'll know right now what each color is. So let's do 2. 2. 2 is your white and black wire. Okay, let's do 3. 3 is your brown and white wire. And 4 must be your yellow. Correct. 4 is your yellow. Your yellow and brown wire. So 1 is blue. 2 is black and white. Gray, my bad. Gray with a black stripe. That's it. Gray with a black stripe. 3 is brown with a white stripe. And 4 is yellow with a brown stripe. Those are your 4 auxiliaries that are under here, your dashboard. Turn them back off. I'm going to strip back blue, tie this in. I'm actually going to solder it in because I got the solder kit right here. You can twist, tie, whatever, however you want. That's your choice. I'm going to solder it in and put the wires up, and we're done with the install. Easy to go. Let's come right back. I'll include some soldering on here for those that might want to see what I'm doing. Basically, just get a little piece of heat shrink. It's not going to be the right size for this wire, but it's the right size for the bigger wire. So slide it down there right now. Get to the bottom. Get this on. Now I'm going to take this little thin wire. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to double it. Get it doubled up to make it thicker. See it? I just flipped it. I doubled it. Now I'm going to twist that double up. Twist that double up nice and good. Get nice and twisted up. Now, see, twist it up. Double twist it up. Now I'm going to take the heat gun and I'm going to prime it. I don't know if that's the right word, but that's my word. We're going to prime this thing. So I'm going to get this wire situated so I can let y'all see. And I'm gonna do this for y'all. Y'all can watch this. I want y'all to see this. Where the camera at? Camera right there. God dang it. What can I put behind y'all? No, I'm gonna do it in the air. Forget it. I'm gonna hold it for y'all. Get it. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get this wire fixated in the right spot. I'm just gonna move the boom, just like that. Get that fixated in the right spot. That's my solder. And it's just, I'm just gonna catch some of it right here. Come on. Catch on. Catch fire. Catch fire. It's not getting enough friction. Let me go ahead and just heat it up. There we go. Get it on there. Got a little bit on there now. Let me use that same solder on there. I'm gonna get it going up this wire. Get a little bit on that wire. Now this wire is pretty much primed. See the solder going up and down it. See the wire is pretty much silver now. So y'all see. And that wire is silver now. It's pretty much one piece now. So now I'm gonna come over here. That was a little difficult. Alright, I'm gonna come over here and do this one now since I got this one in the air. I actually need to freaking clean my tip. My tip's dirty. I ain't got no water on my thing. So make sure this one's clean. I'm gonna prime this one. Prime it up. Make sure your auxiliary is off if you're doing this, because you will blow the fuse. You will blow the fuse if your auxiliary has power on it. You will pop that fuse fast. No time. Oh, dang it. Can't you see what I'm doing? There we go. There we go. Boom. Sorted. I took a little longer than I normally take to do that. Alright. Now we got that primed and this primed. Now we just slap them together like so. See, if you can't, you're not gonna do this if you don't prime both sides. So now we got them there. Watch how fast this goes. On, ready. Melted. I know what's going on. My freaking temperature too low. I should be doing this real fast. Let me cut this junk up. My son be using my stuff. There we go. Boom. So they're done together now. So slide this heat shrink up, and I'm gonna do a heat shrink with the actual solder gun, which is basically just rub it down the side. Don't make sure it don't get your wire. You get your wire, you're done. Shrink that junk up all around the main wire and auxiliary wire. Now before you do this, you want to make sure your wires ain't routed through nothing. I should have said that first. You want to make sure your wire got a straight path to where it's going, because if you can't put it up and out the way, you're going to have to take this apart. So anyway, we good. Let's start it together. Right, so this is the app the QRC code brings you to. It says wins one, but that's not the actual app pops up. Lotus Lantern X is the app that pops up when you scan the QR code. So let's go ahead and download that. Get that done. Look, 2.5 star. How about that? I don't even care. I just need the app to do one thing. Change the color. That's all I need. Give me a solid color. That's it. I ain't about to sit here and care about how special the app works. I don't care. It's taking forever to download. You know, I'm gonna take my Wi-Fi off because I am in the shop and I'm in this truck in my shop. Okay, there we go. Fast, boom. Bluetooth, yes, use a Bluetooth. Okay, let's go to my Bluetooth devices. Now I see the app pop up. There you go. That's the app. That's the connection right there. ELKBLEDOM. It says connected. All right, let's see what. Oh, it's on. Oh. Oh. Didn't go purple. Oh, purple's up here. Purple's right here. So this is why the 2.5 star, because I'm in the purple right now, and this is blue down there. The purple's actually up here, and the green is like right here instead of down here, and the blue's actually dead center down here, and all over here. Blue is from here to here. Blue is actually right, but blue lasts all the way. Like a third of the whole disc is blue. That's what it is. I don't know. It does not matter to me, man. This is not that big of a deal. My color is here. Boom, boom, boom. I love it. I'm good. That's all I need, dude. That's it. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. If y'all love what y'all seeing, love the content, more videos, y'all know what it is, man. Sub to the channel. Hit the notification button on. Stay tuned in. And make sure y'all share the video, man. Y'all know what it is. All right, so this is the app the QRC code brings you to. That says wins one, but that's not the actual app pops up. Lotus Lantern X is the app that pops up when you scan the QR code. So let's go ahead and download that. Get that done. 2.5 star. How about that? I don't even care. I just need the app to do one thing. Change the color. That's all I need. Give me a solid color. That's it. I ain't about to sit here and care about how special the app works. I don't care. It's taking forever to download. You know, I'm gonna take my Wi-Fi off, because I am in the shop and I'm in this truck in my shop. Okay, there we go. Fast. Boom. Bluetooth, yes, use the Bluetooth. Okay, let's go to my Bluetooth devices. Now I see the app pop up. There you go. That's the app. That's the connection right there. ELKBLEDOM. It says connected. All right, let's see what. Oh, it's on. Oh. Didn't go purple. Oh, purple's up here. Purple's right here. So this is why the 2.5 star, because I'm in the purple right now, and this is blue down there. The purple's actually up here, and the green is like right here instead of down here, and the blue's actually dead center down here, and all over here. Blue is from here to here. Blue is actually right, but blue lasts all the way. Like a third of the whole disc is blue. That's what it is. I don't know. It does not matter to me, man. This is not that big of a deal. My color is here. Boom, boom, boom. I love it. I'm good. That's all I need, dude. That's it. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. If y'all love what y'all seeing, love the content, more videos, y'all know what it is, man. Sub to the channel. Hit the notification button on. Stay tuned in. And make sure y'all share the video, man. Y'all know what it is.